Topic number 6. Barriers. Input. We say that somehow the concept of disability can be simplified using this formula. Impairment times barriers equals disability. In our first topic, we talked about impairment. This time, we will discuss the factors hindering people with impairments from living a life of dignity, being independent, and being fully included and effectively participating in society like everyone else. What are barriers? Barriers are anything that hinders persons with disabilities from enjoying or exercising all human rights and fundamental freedoms in the political, economic, social, cultural, civil, or any other field on an equal basis with others. Barriers in all its forms encompass inaccessible physical environments and transportation, the unavailability of assistive devices and technologies, inaccessible information both in form and content, non-adaptive means of communication, gaps in service delivery such as unavailability of personal assistance and sign language interpretation service, discrimination including denial of reasonable accommodation, attitude, prejudice, and stigma in society, programs, policies, and laws infringing on the rights of persons with disabilities as recognized under the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. Types of barriers. A. Attitudinal. This is the most pervasive and deep-seated among the barriers. The way we think of disability and persons with disabilities can influence our words, policies, programs, and practices. Examples. 1. Stereotyping, stigma, teasing, and bullying. 2. Portrayal as heroes and superhumans when they achieve something to inspire people without disabilities. This is actually rooted from low expectations towards persons with disabilities. B. Physical. Structural obstacles prevent people with disabilities from accessing and moving around. Example: uneven paths, narrow doorways, absence of elevators, poor lighting, inaccessible toilet, equipment, and vehicles. C. Information and communication. If the form and content of information and communication cannot be accessed, received, and understood by persons with disabilities. Examples. 1. Information is only available in printed or audio format. 2. Visual content like videos and pictures have no image description, alternative text, and transcripts. 3. Websites and mobile apps are not readable using assistive technology. 4. No sign language interpreting during in-person and online activities, including TV shows and online videos. 5. Documents are not available in plain language and easy-to-read formats. D. Institutional or policy. Laws, policies, and practices that discriminate against persons with disabilities, or absence of laws, policies, and practices to promote, protect, and ensure the enjoyment of rights of persons with disabilities. Examples. 1. Laws that deny persons with intellectual and psychosocial disabilities the exercise of their right to vote. 2. Laws on substituted decision-making and guardianship. 3. Absence of comprehensive and disability-specific anti-discrimination law. 4. Non-allocation of budget to mainstream disability or disability-specific programs and services. 5. Placing learners with disabilities in segregated learning environment, like special schools. Learning activity number 5. Identify what kind of barriers persons with disabilities might face in these particular situations. Please supply your answer in this table. The first column contains the 3 situations. Columns 2 to 5 contain each of the following: physical barriers, attitudinal barriers, institutional or policy barriers, and information and communications barriers. Compare your responses to the answer key. Please take note that it is not exhaustive. What answers are similar to yours? What barriers surprised you? What barriers are present at your work? Barriers are the ones disabling people, not their impairments. People may have similar impairments but experience barriers differently. Women and girls with disabilities may have a different experience of barriers compared to men and boys and people of diverse OGSC with disabilities. Lastly, barriers can be eliminated, and there are different ways of facilitating access and inclusion.